G'day guys, welcome back to another On Point Adventures episode. My name's Brendan and today we're down on another windy beach. We brought the quad bike down today because we are going to primarily be chasing anything that we can find in the surf behind us. Now we haven't really got the greatest swell, the water's very clean, which a lot of you would say which is perfect. However, dirty water most of the time does hold more fish. However, we're not going to let that discourage us. We're down here, as I said, to chase some fish. We've got all the right gear, hopefully a bit of an idea, and let's see how we go. As per usual, I've forgotten to charge the battery, so we've got the bluetti on here. Perfect little addition to the quad bike. It fits absolutely perfectly. So just running that straight down to the GoPro batteries there, which as you can see are both on orange, not charged. But just by having the little bluetti on the quad bike really enables us to be able to charge all our batteries on the go, and it takes away that little bit of stress of always wondering whether or not you are fully charged. Later on, of course, we will be hooking the lights up to the bluetti, so we will have full lighting to go. It's just a handy bit of equipment, and hopefully if we get some fish tonight, we can start vacuum sealing as well. All with the one little unit, guys, the Bluetti Elite 100. How good is that? So compact. Absolutely love it. Well, I didn't even know I had this guy on here, and he's an absolute bloody beauty. Let me just go get him for you, hold on. Whoop. He's a bit sandy. But look at that for a prime flathead. I mean, that is an absolute beauty there. That one there, all we did was we just got him on a standard tailor rig where we'd added half a jingled rattler float with a little squid, what do you call it, jig wig on there, can't even talk properly, and a set of 6.0 gangs, which to me would have been too big for this fella, but as I said, he's an absolute monster. So yeah, I mean, he's well and truly got that down. We're just using herring as bait. But yeah, I mean, as I said, guys, check that out for an absolute donkey of a flathead. An absolute beauty. But I'm going to get him back because he's not the target species today. Although many of you would probably arguing this is one of the tastiest fish in the ocean. Anyway, let's get him back. So as I mentioned, guys, we're just fishing this age-old tailor rig, tri-crane swivel onto a float. We like putting the jig wig on there, and then we just come down to a set of 6.0 YM gangs and a herring piece there. So what we do is we just come straight down the center of the herring, cut it down the center, and that leaves us with these beautifully presented baits. And because this is the belly, when they bite, watch this hook point. Exposes every time and we get them. That's how easy we're doing it today, guys. Nice and simple. So we've just got a couple of bites again on this rod. There we go, let's see what's going on here. Couple of bites. It's interesting that we're getting a bit of action this early in the evening. I don't know what those bites were. I'm hoping for a tailor. To get some nice fresh tailor baits on would be great. Are they going to come back for this bait though? That's the thing. Oh yeah, that was a good bite. They're on it. So we got those bites as you saw. We've got all these little pin marks in the float here, which is indicating to me a tailor. So I think we had some tailor munching on that bait, but absolutely no bait left. And it shows the importance, guys, after you see that you've got a few bites, always reel in if the bites stop, because chances are your bait's gone and you're not catching fish without bait in the water. But anyway, let's fold this sinker back, get these hooks out of my face and my beard. See, that was a bit awkward, wasn't it? And fold it, and let's make a new bait, get it back in the water. Right, well, just while we got a bit of a lull in the bite, I thought I'd just quickly run through the rods we're using. So the rod closest to us here is the Assassin Bluefish. Now this is the XT 14'6" medium heavy, and that is the number 4. We're running on that, we're running a Penn Spinfisher 7500 long cast with a 30-pound JDB braid. Now the reason we're running the long cast is simply because it does help us get those longer casts. The rod on the far there is the new Assassin Beachmaster. That is in the number 6, okay? And we're running on that, we're running a Slammer 7500. That is running on it grinder 40-pound braid. Now we're running the Slammer 7500 on the Beachmaster 6 purely because it's a gruntier rod, and we set the bigger baits with that. So we're running the Dingle Dangle rig on that one. The way we've rigged our Dingle Dangle is simply on that pulley rig that we showed you a long time ago in the No More Tangles video. We've definitely found that since switching over to Assassin for our surf gear, especially with those low mounts and the casting triggers, we have definitely increased our casting distance by a fair way, but the comfortability of fishing with the low mount is just so much better. You can really get your left arm right up the top and really reef on that rod, lean back into it while having your right arm right down low and winding on that reel. If you haven't tried low mounts, guys, you should definitely look into it. And I personally believe that Assassin does the best range of them. Guys, there's really no excuse not to have a look. I mean, because you can pick up some of these low mount rods for as cheap as, I think it's about $250 to $300 upwards. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's very cost effective for top quality surf gear these days. It's really going to make a huge difference to the way you fish. Well, it's that time of night where we need some light, so we're going to use the bluetti here. As you can see, we've got the pole extended up onto our light. This is how simple it's going to be, guys, to illuminate the quad with a nice working area. Now, before I do illuminate it, notice how I've got the light facing backwards towards the dunes and not towards the water. Okay, so that's plugged in. That's already on DC output because we're still charging our GoPro batteries. Bang, hit that there, give this a bit of a wiggle because I think the plug is a bit dicky. And there we go, guys. We are now a fully illuminated quad with the use of the bluetti. And yeah, that's just fantastic. So simple, just plugging it in there and away it goes. I just need to get a new plug for this. Yeah, the light plug's not too good. But she's working. As you can see, guys, look at the strap flapping away. It's still windy as heck. We've got the rods, we've got the glow tip on the bluefish. Unfortunately, the Beachmaster is too big of a rod to have a glow tip on it, but that doesn't matter. But the point is, guys, illumination from the bluetti up to that, over our workbench. We're set for the night. Let's hopefully something comes along, eh? There is literally one thing that can ruin every fishing trip, and it's these bloody bastards. Whoever invented sand flies, pull your head in and do something constructive next time. Because I tell you what, even the glow of the GoPro, they're all over it. That is just absolutely wild. And a bloody good time for me to think about packing everything in, because no, I'm not dealing with that. Well, guys, that's gonna do me. Not due to any other reason then the sand flies are everywhere. Even the glow of my glow stick or the light of the GoPro is getting me eaten alive. It is uncomfortable as heck, which is really disappointing because we got that beautiful flathead. I got a couple of small tailor, which I didn't record because they simply just, they were tiny. And I really feel like we're in with a good shot tonight. But as I said, we got to ride this quad bike out of here. So I tell you what, it's just frustrating. Sand flies are the absolute devil. I've got about 20 minutes of pack down as well, which is just going to make life absolutely painful. But you know, it's got to be done. I mean, just have a look at this. Just wild, absolutely bloody wild. And when they're that thick up here, they ain't going away either. So we'll leave that rod in the water while I pack the whole bike down. So then all I've got to do is literally put a reel in the box and yeah, strap the rods up, and then we're going to get out of here. Guys, thanks for watching. I know we only got the one fish, but look, hey, this shows the realism of beach fishing here and the crap we've got to deal with sometimes. As I said, I just don't want to deal with the sandfly welts tomorrow morning. Righto guys, we'll see you on the next episode. Catch you later.